Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Bravo's Scariest Movie Moments Challenge. Now, this is the segment I'm doing with my good buddy, Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to talk about all 143 of Bravo's scariest movie moments, spread out over three specials. We're going to say if we agree or if we disagree. If we disagree, we'll give our own, plus a couple along the way. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Silence of the Lambs. And the scene that they have spotlighted is when Hannibal Lecter escapes from Tennessee in the makeshift prison that's built for him. Great scene, very creepy, very brutal, very, I guess, Hannibal Lecter esque. But I actually disagree with this one. My scariest scene would probably be at the end, and it's not only scary, but it's very, very suspenseful. And to lead up to this, of course, you have Agent Starling going after Buffalo Bill. You also have Agent Crawford going after Buffalo Bill as well. It makes you think that Agent Crawford breaks into the house where Buffalo Bill is when it's actually Agent Starling who has no backup. And that's not so much the scary part. The scary part is when he shuts off all the lights and she is in the dark, and he's got infrared lenses on his one of those army things, and she has nothing, and it's very creepy. He kind of comes close to her, sort of brushes her hair a little bit, like with his fingers, and she has no idea where he is because she's completely in the dark, and it's really creepy. And the first time I watched it, I actually thought she was going to die in that scene because he had all the advantages. So, yeah, really good scene. Also, a couple more would be Buffalo, but it's weird and it's creepy as well as when he starts posing in front of the camera. You guys know what I'm talking about who have seen it. It's just weird and kind of amusing, but in the same time, kind of scary and creepy. And the other scene, I would say, is where Starling is in basically the dungeon where they kept Hannibal Lecter and a guy named Minx. And he throws a substance on her, which I'm not going to say what it is, but it's really gross. And, that scene is really scary because what happens is all of the patients become unhinged and they start yelling and screaming, bouncing up and down and pulling on the bars and everything. So that scene has always pretty much disturbed me. This is a great movie. Of course, you have Anthony Hopkins, who it's a toss up between him and Mads Mikkelsen for my favorite Hannibal Lecter. I also like Brian Cox and Manhunter, but those two are my favorites. But Anthony Hopkins is so good in this. The entire film is just fantastic. It has so much to offer, and I know we've all in the horror community had a lot of discussions about whether or not Silence of the Lambs is a horror film or a thriller. Um, I think it's doing the world of horror a disservice by calling it a thriller. I believe this is a full blown horror movie. It has thriller aspects, it has psychological thriller aspects, but it is a full blown horror movie, and I think that that's a way of not acknowledging horror as far as the Academy Award and all goes. That's just my own thoughts on it. But definitely check this one out if you never have. You're missing a great film, which won a lot of Academy Awards. Also, check out Joe's video to see what his scariest moment is. And what's your scariest movie moment from Silence of the Lambs? Definitely comment below and let us know. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.